Hey students, this is Mr. Anderson. I'm going over some of the procedures here for this assignment. Some have been confused. In the book, I'm going to try to get this in here, on page 190, as you can see up there, here are your various types of hatching. Okay, so the plan is for you guys to draw the hatches, the specific hatches, like cast iron. See this area here, and let me this area right here and this area right here, that's cast iron. So it should look like this very top one right there. Cast or malleable iron and general use for all materials. So I'm going to keep this book handy, but I'm also going to show you the tools that you should be using for this. Okay, everyone should have a box of drawing tools. Okay, and for this assignment, we are going to need your triangles. Okay, I'm going to set them up here for right now. And let's see, does this one have, this one does not have, yeah it does. We do have some spare pencils in here. So I'm going to use, that's a 9, so that's pretty big. And this one is a 0.5. Okay, so I'm going to use the 0.5. And I'm going to set this back up here. Actually, I'll set that over here so it's not in the way. And then I'm going to tack my paper down so I don't accidentally move it. Let me try to get it square with the screen because it's not square on my desk. That's okay. So this is how your paper should be taped down. Okay, which you can't see either one of them. I'm going to move this for just a second. See, I got the corner done up there, and then way down yonder is the other one. The plan is to have it at all corners, but since this is just a demonstration, I'm going to show you. I'll put the book over here. Some of you probably have T-squares. This right here is a drafting machine. Okay, so I'm going to level it up with the paper. Okay, that's close enough for government work. Now, our cast iron lines are at a 45-degree angle. So, I'm going to make lines my head is usually closer to the hatching, but then I'd be hitting the camera. And this is how hatching this done. Now, in a perfect world, I would have measured and made some starting lines oops, I let that get away from me. See what I'm doing here? I'm going to start hitting the books that I've got this on. But this is the proper use of your triangles. Hatching should not be done free-handed. Use your straight edge as you can. I think I'm going to get this one completed. Yeah. Hot diggity dog. Okay. Now, see how that looks? It's somewhat uniform. Again, I should have measured the distances and put tick lines where I should have gone. I'm going to cover this one real quick because it's copper. And that one is a line and then a dashed line and then a line and a dashed line. So for this, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to bring this down here. But this one is different because the only part that gets hatched on this is this C shape, because that's the only area that's cut. This is a tube, okay? This is a copper tube. And it's telling you that because there is a center line through that. You only use center lines when you have a tube or a hole, okay? And since this is showing the figure 8, okay, just trust me, there's a section over here that looks like an 8. But this would be the part that gets hatched. So we're going to okay, there's that. And then we go now, let me see. That needs to be right about there. So then we're going to go here and here. See that? And then we're going to go make some very small dashes. And then solid line. Now I don't have anything left to draw on that part. So now we're going to have some very small dashes. You see that? And then one more line should do it. Because when we move it up here, we don't have anything left. So that will be all that you hatch on that one. Okay? So now that that's out of the way, I want to get back to the bronze. Bronze is the same as the copper. So that's going to be fairly easy right here. Now, I'm going to go back to my 45 instead of using my 60. Okay. And let's see. For bronze, I'm going to start right here. And do this. Hatching and lettering are going to be the most time-consuming, but typically the most rewarding part of board drafting. Because if you do it right and do it with precision, it's going to look outstanding. Sorry I'm not saying a whole lot. I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing here. It has been a long time since I have physically done this. And you see how it's looking? So then when you start up there, you need to remember to do your dashes up there as well. If you make a mistake, you can always use your eraser shield. And that'll keep you from messing up anything else you have. I'm going to stop at that point right there because you get the idea, okay? And then for zinc, zinc is a crisscross. So what we do, I'm going to, since we've got so many hatches of this one, and use it. Because you don't want your, oops, missed that guy. You don't want your hatching to be confusing with the other lines. And I'm only going to do to the top of the right side of this. I hope that's okay, because then that's when I flip my triangle and do the rest of the crisscross. So we just grab this guy and go back to this. And you see how those are? So that's how you differentiate the different metals in a drawing. Cast iron, and like I said, I should have measured those. And it's easy to do that if you will set up a series of marks, and they don't have to be dark, but if you want to set them up every, say, every 3 millimeters, see, that would cover, see the little lines I made? Can you see those? Because the idea is to make them faint and then erase them when you're done. Excuse me. And then you can use that to line up your triangle, okay, for wherever you're going to be putting them, okay, putting the lines. And that lines, those lines can be used anywhere on your triangle. See, like I could put in a line here, and in a line here, and in a line here, and that would keep things all nice and even, kind of like how I was doing with the copper or the bronze, okay, and the copper, okay? So I hope that helps you out. I don't want to do all of it. I mean, it's fairly straightforward, but like I said, on page 190 in the textbook, Okay, there are all of your various metals and how they should look, and you know, you can use that as a reference guide. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions. Again, in this book, just in case I get some people that are not in my class but still want to know about how to hatch, Engineering, Drawing, and Design, 6th edition by Madsen and Madsen. Oh, there's the authors. Okay, so let me know if this is helpful. Let me know if it isn't. Okay, I need feedback, so help me out here. Thanks a bunch, and as always, holler if you have questions. Thank you.